nurse when she was selling at a fair in front of the San Sulpice Church on the West Bank. Her teacher was there also. But her work was much better than her teacher's. Much better. It's a slab work, if you're familiar with the ceramics terms. It's used by making these cuts with a spatula in slab style. Now he's taking the silk pouch off of the tea container. The tea container is ceramic, so it is earth, and on top of it is an ivory lid, and the ivory lid is lined in gold. The purpose of lining with gold, with the metal, is to keep any oil, fragrance from the ivory from polluting the vegetable tea. So you have animal, vegetable, mineral. You have essentially the whole world in the tea container. But there's a more formal way of folding the cloth now because we're having a thick tea, which is a quite formal serving of tea. So he inspects the four corners, but he goes to a fifth because, of course, there's north, south, east, west, and the center in Hinduism and Buddhism both. He's inspecting to make sure the cloth is clean, and then he folds it in the informal way. And he purifies the lid and then the body of the tea container. Things that are made in Japan are turned to the left. Things that come from foreign countries are turned to the right. And that has to do with the way that things are cut from the potter's wheel, in the direction the potter's wheel turns. The potter's wheel turns in opposite direction in Japan. So when they cut with a wire, it makes a shell design on the bottom automatically because the way the wire cuts the clay. And that determines which way you turn it when you purify the utensil. Now he's going to refold, and he will purify the tea scoop, top and bottom, and then the sides, and top and bottom again, and place it on top of the tea container. We'll put the teacup in exactly the right place. Take out the tea whisk and the tea linen cloth. These actions come from the art of archery. The way that the ladle is handled comes from kyudo, the bow and arrow art from warrior class. And now we'll close the lid of the tea kettle tight to make the water very, very hot, which will be necessary in order to knead the tea, like you knead dough, K-N-E-A-D, in the correct way. So he's warming the cup now, and he'll inspect the tines on the whisk to make sure none are broken or out of order. And pour out the water into the wastewater jar. The wastewater jar today is a Thai lacquer, lacquer with gold leaf. wipe the cup 3.5 times till it comes around to its front again. And then wipe the inside.
These numbers of times, do they relate to something?
Everything is determined. It's all choreographed.
Yeah.
3.5 times to bring it around exactly to the front.